I'm Tammy Reese from Tales from the Media here at New Jersey HorrorCon with Chance Michael Corbitt, who plays Laddie in the iconic Lost Boys movie. I'm excited to speak to you today. The Lost Boys is one of my favorite films ever. You're young. How did you get involved? Was it a parent taking you to the audition? How did you hear about the film to audition?
Well, Lost Boys was actually the first thing that I had ever done. I'm originally from Ohio, and right around 5 years old, my father, he was the one who was kind of pursuing his dream to do this. Do you remember the group Van Halen?
Yes.
Okay, so when David Lee Roth left Van Halen, my dad had the opportunity to do the California Girls video, which was the first video he did after he left Van Halen. And so I saw Dad in it and was like, that looks really cool, I want to do that. So he moved us from Ohio out to Los Angeles, where we still are, and I hooked up with his agent and went out for a couple of different roles. And probably on my fourth or fifth audition, I got the audition for this, and sort of the rest was kind of history. I met Joel Schumacher, who was the director, and I had long hair. Really, it was. So everything kind of fell into place. And then once you get a movie like this, the doors kind of they slam open, and you're afforded a lot of opportunities to go out and at least try for certain things, and it was awesome. So that's kind of how the wildness sort of began, but it was a good wild.
It's funny that you mentioned the doors open, and I was telling your castmate Jameson, watching Lost Boys put me on to the group The Doors. Yes, it really did. But you're a young kid. You're surrounded by these actors who are playing vampires. You weren't quite a vampire. What are some memorable moments behind the scenes from filming this?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was the youngest for sure, so I was a little sheltered. They kept me away from a lot. Go back to the hotel room. You're done filming. I think my fondest memories are the relationships that and the brotherhood that you've sort of formed. I mean, it's 35 years later and still friends with these guys. And but as far as the actual filming, it was really fun to do the makeup. When you were that young, and really I hadn't done anything else, so I didn't know what to experience. And so getting in the makeup to do the vampire scene was super fun. The looping, actually, so when we were done filming, you'd have to go back in and dub your voice over certain scenes. And for me, I just really enjoyed that process. It was fun. Coming out of the bed, we had to go into a sound booth. And, you're really getting into it. You're screaming. So all the stuff that you hear is me in a studio, basically. So it was all fun. It was so new and fresh. It was just, I had a ball, had a blast.
Well, I must compliment you and say, for you being a child star, you look great. That's not everyone's story. You know what I mean? Yeah. What have you been up to as of late?
Thank you. So, I got three beautiful girls at home. So I, first and foremost, am a girl dad. I got three beautiful girls, and they do piano, and we travel around with them a little bit, and it's been quite a journey. We do a lot of these things. We go out, we do these conventions and things like that, and we got a few things lined up, so we'll see.
For those who may not have seen the Lost Boys yet, and they're a new generation who just coming aware of it, what should they brace themselves for before they watch it?
Well, it's funny because I have a 15-year-old and a 12-year-old, and they've kind of just got introduced to the movie recently, even though I'm in it. And, I tell them it's horror, but it's not horror, right? Not horror compared to a traditional sense of the word. It's got, it's got a real story, a real backbone behind it. There's a love story. There's, the interaction between Sam and Michael, and real acting. People, you can look at the talent that was created out of this movie. It's just an all around just fantastic movie, and funny. Jameson and Corey do a fantastic job, and I think they're unaware that they're so funny, which is why it makes it funny. They don't know that they're funny. But it's an all around. Just for me, it was a good. It's held the test of time over 35 years, and people. It's actually in the movie theaters back in LA where I'm from. It's actually in the movie theater still. So it's just an all-around good movie.
And also, yesterday I saw it trending on Twitter. We're in 2024. This film is still beloved to this day. It's an honor to meet you, Chance.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Thank you for talking to me.